I am Red Cyclone! Yeah!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Do you remember the 1993 Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon?
Yes, I do. Very clearly, too.
Alright. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Mark with the mic.
What's going on? What's going on?
I just saw on sale on Amazon, thanks to GameSpot. If you would like to get the complete collection of the 1993 Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon,
So, question.
it comes with all the Sonic Says PSAs on there. Apparently,
So, question. Is it the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog or Sonic the Hedgehog?
it is the chili dog eating Sonic the Hedgehog with the silly scratch and grounder.
So, the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. That was a funny one, though. They had some really, raunchy shit in that cartoon.
I would definitely buy that one.
Yeah, it was cool. I think it's been on Netflix for quite some time. But, and then you had the Channel 7 one, which was the more serious one that was based off more of the comic book.
Wait, say that again?
Then you had the Channel 7 one that aired around the same time that was based on more of the comic book, and they had the other characters and had the cool theme song. And they both were talked by Jamal White as well. Steve Urkel.
Yes, sir.
Yep. So, what's going on?
I was just talking about Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog on Blu-ray.
Yeah. It's a silly cartoon. It's fun though. It didn't last long. I think it's in total 1 or 2 seasons.
I couldn't tell you. All I know is it was the before school cartoon.
Yeah.
So it's that and Mommy's Alive.
It used to show at 7 o'clock in the morning, so I always caught it. I always loved it. I really enjoyed that one. It was a fun cartoon. But yeah, the other one was pretty good too. It was more serious tone. It still had a lot of the same jokes. It's just that he had the other characters and stuff, like the Warriors and Sally and all that shit.
No, I know that one, but I was kind of talking about this one. But that's all good. Let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, wait, we saw Magneto in Fortnite. That was what I was gonna say.
Oh yeah.
Happened last week. I don't know if it's official. I think it was just in a picture.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't see any video of it. I don't see anything else.
I don't see nothing about it either. I saw that was coming though.
Something. It's supposed to be a new. See, it doesn't say this. It says Chapter 5, Season 3, right?
Yeah.
Where they are, but it says something that seems new and Marvel related is Hulk hands item called Nitro Fist. Well, I need to see them.
Oh, okay.
Because they probably really are Hulk hands.
Probably are.
Yeah, probably mechanical looking, if I had to guess. What else do they have in it? But I do not see clearly anything of Magneto. I think he's in the background in the sky.
Oh, okay.
When they have an ensemble picture of all the characters doing whatever it is they do. Because I think the main, again, forgive me, I've never actually paid attention to the stories of the game.
Yeah.
I know there is. That's why there's seasons, but I never actually watched them. It looks Mad Max themed.
Yeah.
So like the original characters look like Mad Max. There's a bunch of vehicles that look like Mad Max theme stuff.
Okay.
It actually looks. There's the. So here's something that actually is pop culture. There's Fallout. So you see the Brotherhood of Steel and the Enclave versions of the power armor.
Okay.
So that I think you see. So yeah, it basically looks like this one is themed by Furiosa, because it's. Oh, here he is, Wasteland of Magneto. There you go.
Okay.
He has a specific name, and they show him for like 5 seconds. I'm so mad. It's like Fallout, 75% original characters, Magneto, and then a green bean man, and then that's Fallout. I mean, that's Fortnite for you.
There you go. Yeah.
So we playing Fallout? We playing Fortnite yet?
For Magneto? Do I get to
Magneto
magnet
and
things?
Fallout, man. Yeah, you can fly. You can fly, and you can do magnet stuff.
Maybe. I
You
still
could
have
be
my
master
Ninja.
of magnet.
I played like the Ninja Turtle for like 2 days.
Did you get to turtle around? Or what did they
Yeah,
do?
I got the Raphael Suno, and I had to fucking earn this shit because I was not gonna pay for it.
Did you get to like go in a pipe in the sewer? Like what's?
I got to skateboard and shit. I got to murk people in the head. Some other shit. But again, I got very like my attention span for the game is not that long, so I'll get bored of it very fast.
Well, who knows? You haven't tried season 5,
Magneto.
episode 3?
Desert Wasteland Magneto yet?
No, but it looks. I'll give them credit for what I'm seeing of it. Is that I think they took some pretty good elements of Mad Max, like
Yeah.
Furiosa timeline Mad Max.
Yeah.
I think I think we're actually due for a Jack and Daxter game, because that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, we should. There was rumors. Neil Druckmann was saying that he's working on a new game, a new IP though. I didn't hear it's going to be a sequel to anything.
If it's not Jack and Daxter, then I don't care
I've been wanting a Jack and Daxter
until it
too.
comes out.
I liked the Jack and Daxter, the whole series, a lot. So I would love to see another Jack and Daxter. We got a Ratchet and Clank, and I loved Rift Apart. I thought Rift Apart was amazing. So let's get Jack and Daxter back. I would like to see that. It's been a quiet end. Like they've been showing figures from DC, and the Marvel's McFarlane is doing like the Statue X-ish Spider-Man Marvel figures, which is kind of interesting because he does DC, he doesn't really do Marvel, so he's doing it with his art style. So basically it's a Captain America one that has like a light blue, and then it's Spider-Man that looks like the 300 cover, which is the black suit Spider-Man cover.
Okay.
It looks
All
cool.
right. All right.
That looks cool.
That's not bad.
What else they showed? Oh, Ninja Turtles has like a game based off of Mutants and Mayhem. They haven't showed nothing about it, but they have a collector's edition coming out.
I think I've seen something about that.
Yeah, they didn't show
That was
nothing.
a while ago.
Nothing.
That was a while ago.
It was last week.
No. They're talking about them saying that game was going to be out.
Yeah,
We talked about that a while ago.
but they
I haven't
actually,
seen the.
They actually
I haven't seen the
showed
promo, though.
screens of it, and then they showed the collector's edition. That's it. They didn't even show like gameplay or anything or it moving.
Who's putting that out? Is it Ubi?
And no, it's
They still have
some
the license to
company.
that?
Nah, it's some like new company. I don't know. I never heard of them before. But it's supposed to have.
So here's what I'm getting. It looks like it might be the same thing that was talked about before, because when you look at the pictures, it's those. It's not the adult ones.
Yeah, it's the
It's the kiddish ones,
yeah
but they have like the bandage and stuff. Yeah.
yeah it's the
So
mutiny.
the game, like I was trying to tell you, the game they talked about it a while ago. It just never came out with more. So this is the first thing in a long time.
Yeah,
But
okay.
there is footage of the game. It's just like 7 months old. It's old.
Oh, okay.
So I have it on. Team, if you want to see the YouTube video, it has something called Mutant Mayhem First Footage. It's on a fan channel, so which means I think they let people go and play it.
Oh, okay.
That's about it.
But it looks
It
like it
was
has a
at
weird villain too. They're using the worm character as a villain, which he's known in the toy line. He's a weird fucking crazy looking figure, and they're using him as the main villain of it.
That's
But it has a collector's edition.
interesting.
That's the van.
But they're putting out like 3 games.
They put out the arcade that was on Chuck E. Cheese exclusive arcade. They put that out. That
So
was
what's
based
the
off the
name of that?
2012 series.
What's the name of that?
That one is.
Is that Wrath of the Mutants?
Yeah.
So that's one, right? There's another one that's also branded for Switch called Splinter Fate.
Oh, that's the one that's like that's it's a mobile game.
And then there's then there's the one that's getting a collector's edition. So there's a lot of Turtles games coming out.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, this
Because
one.
none of them are from the same studios or nothing.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
You had Wrath of the
All right.
Mutants, which was
And-
a Chuck E. Cheese arcade game.
And the Wrath of the Mutants. Not Wrath. And there's supposed to be a teaser for the Last Ronin game. So that's 4 Turtles games spoken about in less than a year.
Yeah.
Two of them are on their way. One of them is out. Another one is coming out soon, and I guess another one's coming out soon also. That's a lot.
Yeah. This one.
I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's good because I'm looking at the quality of these other ones. I don't know what to tell you, boss.
Man, they thought they gonna sell you with the turtle van, and I ain't buying that shit. It's $200. Fuck.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the quality of these other games. Whoa, it's not looking
Nah, I got that arcade game and it was trash. I got it mainly because to play with my nephew and shit like that. But it's trash. It's the one that has like it's in Chuck E. Cheese and shit. But it's based off the 2012 series. It could have been good if they would have added more to it, but it's straight out like the port of the arcade. Like even the sound effects of you pressing start sounds like a coin insert.
Did you do you have any experience with the other one, Mutant Splinter Fate?
That one I played on my iPad. It's like an RPG-ish kind of turn-based RPG. They can use like different generations of Ninja Turtles.
This doesn't look turn-based though. This looks like Diablo.
It's kind of like Diablo, but you have to pick and choose your fight, what you're doing. So the buttons are not really. There's no really buttons. It's just like I played on the screen.
So I think they changed. I think they changed the controls of how it moves.
Yeah.
Because it looks 100% like Diablo.
But that one.
And there's no on-screen UI because I think it's for the Switch.
Yeah.
It's one of the. So IGN it has this one. IGN has it. So if you want to check that one out.
I know which one is it though.
IGN.
I played it on my iPad, but it's the same game.
So, but like how's that
okay.
one?
It's a money grubber.
Oh, it's not.
It's like, hey, you want to play with the black and white Ninja Turtles? Yay, $50.
Huh?
Yeah, like it's.
Was it a free game?
It was a roguelike game. It was free.
No, was it?
But it had
Was it free?
It had updates that you had to buy.
Oh, okay. So this one probably doesn't have all that because I
Yeah.
don't think it's free.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, it's on the Switch. So okay. Well, this one doesn't seem like it's that bad. Then.
The Last
All right.
Ronin, I'm skeptical with right now because that group Embracer is the ones that own like the THQ Nordic, and those are the ones.
Yeah,
that
but
are
they
doing
don't.
it.
Yeah, they're a publisher, not a developer. Though.
Oh,
So
okay.
it depends on who's making the game.
I don't know who's making it, and I haven't seen nothing on it. So I'm skeptical because I love that storyline and I want that game to be good. I really want that big game to be good.
Same.
So I'm crossing my fingers. That's the
Because
only
it's like
one I want.
first. Because it's the first serious turtle game like that is not play a 4-player party or based solely off the show.
Like
Yeah.
you could legit now, if how that gameplay plays, you can really put in like the Arkham style with turtles, and there you go. But I want it to be its own thing. I want it to be unique. But it's a really like a storyline, a really good storyline that I really don't want to fuck up either. Like I really love that story. That's probably one of my favorite like comic book story arcs I have read in a long ass time. Like I read that shit multiple times. So like that's something I really want them to get done right. Like I really hope, I cross my fingers, no one gets greedy and just wants to just love that game and do something good with that game. It has a lot of potential though. I really want something good out of it though. The other games you go trade them off and just work on that one. Because they're planning a live action movie too of that.
I'm less worried about the live action. I just want to see how does somebody handle that story as a game.
Yeah.
When it's spelled out right there for you. Like that's kind of what I'm curious about.
Me too. Like that game pretty much has everything just done. Just go with what the storyline is and try not to add. Try to be unique with it, I guess, with gameplay, because again, he's gonna be wielding all the weapons that the Turtles ever had. So even the side weapons they had, like the billy clubs that Raphael used eventually, the rope and the sickle and things like that, he added some weapons with him besides the brothers' weapons as well. So there's a lot of weapons he's actually using throughout the whole storyline.
And did they say the style of game? Did they say it was gonna be an action adventure or is it open world? Like
sadly, we have not got nothing of that. We just got the teaser and that's it. There's nothing else has came out with that.
Okay, all right.
Which that's what gets me kind of worried. But then again, Summer Game Fest is right up the corner. A lot of the games are being released, announced by Xbox and PlayStation right around the corner. So I'm hoping we see a glimpse of it and actually see gameplay in motion. But again, I'm very like, that's a franchise I really want them to do well, and that's something that I will be very fucking pissed if they don't do it good. Because that storyline is fucking good. If you haven't read that storyline, I recommend that storyline. That storyline is so good.
Do it.
It's good. It's really good. It would make you fucking cry. It made me fucking tear. There was times that me and Tommy was reading. I read it first, and then Tommy was reading it, and then he would tell me exactly where he's at, and you see the fucking emotion in him with the fucking place he's at. He's like, God damn it! Like, why am I crying? Who's cutting onions?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's a good story. But again, it could be really. It could easily get fucked up if it doesn't go with the source material. Because the source material, it explains itself and it does a really good job in. Because also, I will like them, even though everyone kind of knows it's Mikey now. But I will like them to not showcase it's Mikey until like you actually playing it and then you find out it's Mikey. Because that was the mystery thing. Because even when they first released that comic, they did not tell you who the turtle was. I guessed Mikey because he had the most to learn, the most to gain out of all of it. So I was on point is the fact that he felt like he wasn't the smartest, he wasn't the toughest, and things like that. He was always that other one or the funny one. So him being serious and him having to live up to the brothers' names, that would have made like the most story, and that's exactly what happened. And how they killed off Raph, how they killed off Leo, how they killed off everybody was really fucked up. The fucking figure is fucked up because you see all the stab wounds that Raphael has.
True story.
Yeah, I have it. It's a fucked up figure. Like you could put the arrows in his back.
Is that what the zombie turtles are coming from?
No, they legit the figure that he has of the last
No, no,
Ronin.
I'm asking about the thing you showed me because we're talking about uh upcoming stuff. Is there
Uh,
where are those from?
the zombie one.
Because you retweeted something I saw.
Oh, so there's this company that used to do these things called Loyal Subjects. They used to be these little mystery boxes they did. Then now they do like action figures. I have a couple there. I have like the 4 punk turtles that they did. But we've been releasing a lot of comic book style and a lot of different versions of Ninja Turtles. But they're coming out with these like really zombified looking turtles that they look all gray and red eyes. And Jenica, the 5th turtle, the girl with the yellow bandana, they coming out with a figure of her, and they're the first to actually come out with a figure of her.
This is true.
No one has made her yet. NECA hasn't even made her yet. I'm surprised, and they've been doing comic book stuff.
Okay.
She's a good character too. I actually like her character a lot.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a lot of intro stuff. I saw the end. I saw the finals of the Tekken 8 that this dude lost.
They had a lot. They had a lot of good tournaments this weekend.
Yeah,
They had that Tekken. They had Street Fighter. They had I don't even think they count them as retro at Combo Breaker.
Okay.
They have Vampire Savior, which most people know as Darkstalkers. They had Third Strike. I think they had a Super Turbo. But most of the stuff, I think every like grand finals was hype. Like even the Blaze Blue one had on the way there was matches that were having this like, damn, I forgot I used to play Blaze Blue.
Yeah.
But it's actually, I think it was tagged now, so it's not this. But the characters I remember, and just like I remember this one moment I had put up of the dude doing something that happened, and it was like a callback. I don't think it was on purpose.
Yeah.
And it just happened to him, but it just so happened to be a callback to something that happened at a large-scale fighting game tournament, maybe 10 years to like the week that this happened. And it was the guy had like his opponent down to like a sliver of health, and then he hit him with a super, and instead of just sitting there and waiting until the end, he popped off, dropped his controller, and it hit the cancel button. Like, you can cancel things if you spin meter.
Yeah.
So he canceled his character out of the super, which was a guaranteed kill. And dude sitting down just saw it. He just was like, well, and then he proceeded to beat the guy's ass while he was popping off. And it was just like, bro, what you stand up for? Yes. In that type of situation, the dude 10 years ago, the guy that it happened to had come there from Japan. So literally he got himself knocked out of a higher spot in the tournament, and he paid to fly to America and screwed himself up. And I think this dude had flew like cross country. He screwed himself. Like, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. But it's the funniest shit ever. Don't stand up.
Yeah.
Finish your plate.
Yeah, man.
They say. So it was funny stuff. Tekken was cool.
I
know Arslan made it to the grand finals, but the dude from Thailand was going crazy.
He beat him last time. Arslan.
So that was cool to see. And then I know Lily, like the first time, I think in America, somebody won a major tournament with a Lily.
Nice.
But I know who the dude is, because he used to play El Fuerte in 4, which everybody hates that character. So when somebody's really good with the character that everybody hates, you kind of end up finding out who plays that character.
Yeah.
So he also played Armika.
Okay.
Really, really good with Armika. So you might have seen him on some tournament before and be like, oh, I know that kid.
Nice.
So it's cool to see.
Sounds good, man. I gotta catch up.
He showed Lydia in motion, and she looks cool.
Cool.
So if you liked her in 7, you're pretty much gonna like her in 8, because they did not change her that much.
Okay. I don't remember her, so this will be probably the first time me trying her out.
Damn, son, they got Ilya Dragunov and Painful Breaker giving him the business, dog.
Yeah.
I said that's messed up.
Yeah, they fucked them
he got dealt with.
Yeah. So yeah, I gotta catch up with Combo Breaker. I watched some of the fights. I didn't get to go into the finals or anything like that, but I'll definitely check it out when I get a chance. Do I have anything else? Not really. I just got to the first DLC of Final Fantasy 16, so I'll give you a review next week. The second one, I heard the final boss is a bitch, but other than that, like it's been good so far. I like the story that they're showing me so far. But that's all I've been playing actually. When I get time to play. Other than that, I've just been trying to catch up with everything. And yes, and then we watch this movie. So whenever you want to get in this movie. Or anything else?
Trying to look. No. Oh yeah, there's one thing that's ridiculous that I think is cool though. Is the $300 Lego set that is the Deku tree from Legend
I
of
just
Zelda.
saw that.
And I was like, what? Huh?
Them fucking sets be ridiculous.
Is what? Why? That's okay. And I see all the pieces and all the references, and I'm like, man, that is like a dream to a collector.
Yeah.
But who's anybody's a fan and a collector of Legend of Zelda, you have to get that. I feel bad for you. 300 is a lot of money.
Yeah. There's a lady that does like the Lego builds, the builds on TikTok that I watch because it's kind of like ASMR. You hear the stomping, the clicking of the pieces and stuff, and she'll build like these big ass fucking Lego sets, like the big ass like Star Destroyer and shit like that. But I'm just go by like I see her going bag 92, and I'm like, what the fuck? No, I'm done by like 5. My thumbs would be hurting by the fucking 10th bag. But
yeah,
they do amazing things with the Legos, though. I wish I got more into it and had the space for it, because there was some that I would love to have, like the Voltron, to build the Voltron robot and shit like that. I would have loved to get that. But yeah, that's just like $700. So I'm like, probably could buy those.
Yeah, so this one has like a ton of stuff too, and I think it also references another game, like another Link game in there. Because I don't remember the tree sprouting cherry blossoms.
Yeah.
So I maybe that's in because also the Zelda, she doesn't look like. What is that? Is this all? So the little pieces it comes with like the classic Link, but there's also I think one from another game. So I think it is 2 games. It's okay. Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
So what it is the pieces, they transform the tree from one game to the other game's tree, because it's a constant in the Legend of Zelda universe, the Deku tree. That's what it is. So that's cool.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't know because I never played that game. Okay, that makes sense.
That's cool.
So
so you would need
that
2
way,
for both?
it's like 150, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When you look at the picture, it is slashed in half and it turns from one to the other, and then it has pieces to match up to each game. So you display it with the proper Link and the proper Zelda.
I thought they're gonna make people buy 2 of these shits.
I'm like, oh, that's cool. I mean, I get it. It's still expensive as hell, but I get it.
Nah,
it says it is 2,500 pieces. So there you go.
As far
Looks
as
cool.
dope collectors. Those are cool, man.
I mean, although, let me just put this out there. The Millennium Falcon, which is older, they do have it for $135.
That's actually
I'm
not
like,
bad. Is that
that's
the large one or the another? Because they have a couple, quite a few.
No, I know it's not the giant one. Let's not go crazy. So let me try to find out which size this is. 'Cause I don't think it's a small one. No, it's a foot. No. It's 17 inches.
Oh, okay.
5 inches high, 17 inches long, and 12 inches wide. So it's big. It's at least a foot wide and uh more than a foot long.
Oh wow.
So it's not like a shoe. It's bigger than a shoe. There you go.
Yeah,
Bigger and wider than a shoe.
there's like humongous ones.
But there's no. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not talking that. That's crazy.
That has like all the characters and all that shit in it.
So there you go. We got the brand new one, and we have a smaller end one because those things are kind of cool. They just don't lose pieces. Although I would suspect that they that there is like a, hey, Lego, I need this piece.
They do have it, but if it's like, say for instance, you build it and it breaks, you have to figure out where part of the time frame of it that you can find it.
I'm just saying you could probably go to them and be like, I'm missing Millennium Falcon piece 17B. And they're probably like, yeah, we got you.
Yeah, they have
That'll
the
be
storage.
$5.
Or they
Be
actually
like, what?
they sell like pieces, like it's separate pieces as well.
You just standing there upset.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see. So we could do this movie. I don't think they made Lego Power Rangers, did they?
No. I think another company had them. The ones that did the Halo Lego Mega Blocks, I think they had.
Get on that, man. Come on. Get you some Power Rangers Legos.
There you go. If they actually do like the Dragon Zord or Mega
Want
Zord,
some SPD Legos, man.
that would be dope too. I don't think they'll go that far.
Make a little Doggy Kruger head. That's all I need.
I would love that. They won't do that. It's always
They
Mighty
have to.
Morphin they do.
They
Always
have
Mighty Morphin they do.
Nah, man.
They don't go past that.
Show them the power of the morphing grid. Oh, that was the other game I forgot to say was Battle for the Grid had a presence there, and they also had a tournament
Nice.
at Combo Breaker.
Nice.
And they showed off what they did, which I think is cool, is when people brought custom sticks. They on the Battle for the Grid, at least on the Twitter account. I don't know about their Instagram and stuff, but they were showing off players' sticks, like, because usually that's the thing in the fighting game community. You customize your arcade stick with different art, and people went in for Battle for the Grid. And there was I think I sent it to you, the Dragon.
Oh yeah,
Ranger, the Lord Dragon cosplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sick.
That was cool.
That was sick.
Lord Dragon.
And they also have a cosplay contest there too.
Yeah.
Like, is huge.
Nice.
That's what's up. So, I am glad Combo Breaker 2024 was a success.
Nice.
And you know what? Also, Harada was there, and I hope nobody asked him for anything.
There you go.
I need to buy that shirt. Don't ask me for shit. I love that. So we could do Power Rangers. This is the first movie of 2017.
Yes.
It is PG-13. It is 2 hours and 4 minutes. The release date.
Smart.
Damn, I gotta look.
March
Which one is it?
24th, 2017.
Okay, because they have the United Arab Emirates came out a day before. All right, so they got to see it and be disappointed too.
Yeah.
It is directed by Bean Israelite.
Don't know.
So, do you know anything that he has put out?
He did Project. Like, I'm trying to see if he did.
He
Nothing
had
that I know
some
of.
episodes of the new Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
Which I cannot speak to. I have not seen that.
And everything
old
else,
one?
I don't know.
The old one was alright. It was alright. I like Goosebumps more, but I respect Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I think you're right. Nah, I don't know none of those movies.
Yes, I can't. I don't know. Writing credits, we have John Gattens. We have, yeah, let me make sure. Yeah, Matt Sazama, Burke Sharpless, Michelle Merloni, Kieran Merloni. We have Haim Sapan, who was credited as created by for the American Power Rangers. We have Saburo Yatsude for the credit for Super Sentai.
Yes.
Also, Shotaro Ishii no Mori. And I know the name Shuki Levy, who's also credited for Power Rangers.
Yeah.
It stars Darcy Dacre. Dacre? Dark? Man, no, it's
I
not.
think you
It's
said
not.
Darcy. I think it is Darcy.
No, because the R is at the end. Is
Dacre.
Dacre, yeah. Montgomery. As Jason / Red Ranger, we have Naomi Scott. As Kimberly / the Pink Ranger, we have R.J. Seiler. As Billy / the Blue Ranger, we have Lin, excuse me. As Zach the Black Ranger, we have Becky G, which that's interesting. You should have a last name. You're too young to not have a last name. How dare you?
That's a singing name.
As
She's
Trini,
a singer.
the Yellow Ranger.
Yeah.
We have Elizabeth Banks as Rita Repulsa.
Probably the best part of this movie.
We have Bryan Cranston as Zordon.
He was a grumpy asshole.
We have Bill Hader as Alpha 5.
I wanted to like him. I didn't like him much.
I didn't know that was Alpha 5. I thought that was some black dude. Sorry. Matt Shively as Damo.
Yeah.
Cody Kearsley as Hawkeye. We have David Denman as Sam Scott. Robert Muloney as Ted Hart. We have Anjali J as Maddie Hart. These are mostly the family members. Does anybody else really? Bully. Wesley McGinnis. Bully.
I'll shout out at the end, Jason David Frank and Amy Jo Johnson. They were at the restaurant at the end.
Is this true? Are they credited? Let's see if they credit. Yeah, there you go. It only says cameo role 1, cameo role 2. Okay.
There you
go. So that's about it. Now, what we have as what they say the synopsis. I'll tell you the real story. When Earth is on the verge of an alien invasion, 5 teenagers who are infused with superhuman abilities must harness their newfound powers to battle this threat as the Power Rangers. I like that they say infused, as if they're like food.
Yeah.
Or, not human. Bruh, what? They even have the power coins. Come on, you couldn't just say they find the power coins. So for the most part, they try to stick to what would be Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah. A little bit.
I would say the origin of the actual Rangers it makes sense in terms of they have the coins. Zordon fought a war, fought a battle, was losing, came to Earth, or ended up on Earth. I don't like how they position the Earth in the scheme of things. Like, forgive me if it's not right, but Earth wasn't like in the original. Earth wasn't like a station, right?
No.
They came to Earth. He came to Earth.
Earth. Yeah.
As in, like, he found this place that I don't know if they thought it was paradise, but they thought it was suitable for them to have the what was the name of the original headquarters?
Command Center.
Damn, that's a simple name.
Yeah.
but just thinking about it, yeah. But like, so the original command center, they put it here because they thought it was a good place to have. Because they thought, okay, we're going to do this here. We're going to have the team. We're going to use Earthlings. So this kind of makes it seem like, they had it here. They knew to be on Earth all along. as in it was like a prophesized, we'll just be on Earth because hey, we're like the intergalactic. What do they say? What part of Federation he's from? Or like
He's
his whole
Zontar or some shit like that.
okay, but they let you know early that he's a part of a thing much bigger than him,
Yeah.
and that Earth was just one of many.
Yeah.
So technically, there's not really anything really special about it. It's just a place they put one of their command centers
Yeah.
to have the warriors one day.
Yeah.
And then you find out Rita is, which typically isn't this role. She typically is the stealer of a ranger, but in this one, she is a ranger.
Yeah.
And they have it that she is betraying Zordon. Or plotting to kill him, basically.
Yeah.
So even that part to it is not the thing that I think is bad. I think where it falls off from being Power Rangers at its core is where it tries to change up the dynamic between the Rangers.
Yeah.
Because I think one of the things that from the beginning kind of endears you to the characters is the way they get along. And that they seem to be a group already.
Yeah.
Like it kind of, I don't say it makes it harder to like break them up or anything, because they could have been somebody else in there. They introduced new Rangers, but I think it starts off with a good team dynamic, and it doesn't do the thing where because it became cliche. I think it's just in every media form. When they do the origin, they have to show you the formation of the group.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you can show the formation of the Power Rangers, but you don't have to show the formation of the friend group, because you start most of them out not liking each other, most of them out not trusting each other. And then there's the other fact that I don't like of them switching around the already diverse cast for no real reason. So what I mean by that is there's a set format that they had for each person to be somebody. Each person was already a distinct character, and so you could say they didn't have to take like Billy and make him a black kid, because in the group we had a distinguished character named Zach who was a black person. If they did not want to go that way and change it up more, we already had Aisha who was introduced. And you know what I'm saying? There's a foundation for a character there.
Yeah.
Conversely, to say they didn't have to change somebody Asian when they had Adam Park, who was the Black Ranger also.
Yeah.
And they had Trini. And so what I'm saying is like they changed it around for like no real reason.
I think they changed it. I think they kept the base name.
I would say don't have the yellow person. Don't have a. Don't do that. Don't do that. I get it, because you remember how the yellow corresponded to Trini, and she was Asian, and you know that there was racism, and there was the Black Ranger was a black guy. I get it. They changed that.
Yeah.
Like Aisha was yellow, and Adam was black.
Yeah.
So again, they had formats to change these things, but they didn't have to. I feel like they didn't. There was no reason to change the actual characters,
Yeah.
because they were represented well already. That's kind of my thing. It was like,
Yeah.
you had representation. Why do you change them around?
This movie was.
And then they characterized them weird.
Yeah. They gave them
also
all
feel-
different things, and they all kind of was the same. Like they didn't all have their uniqueness that well. I felt like they were all kind of assholes to each other and just a bunch of little assholes.
Well, Billy was fine,
Billy
but
was
they
fine.
made him a stereotypical Steve Urkel
Yeah.
instead of making him a nerd that had the gymnastics side to him. They made him a bumbling idiot.
Yeah.
And I was like, but that was part of the connection between Billy and Kimberly. Like the one of the things that I think that they fall apart on is how it's not just the fact that they were all friends in the old show.
Yeah.
It's the reasons that they were together and the reasons they were friends. some of the boys, and not all of them, and I think that's a good dynamic. Is like they don't all have to be martial arts guys, but Zach, Jason, Tommy, and later,
Billy held his
I
own.
don't want to
for a
say his
while.
name. I don't want to say his name to make you mad. We'll talk the other Red Ranger, but
Rocky. Oh, Steve Cardenas. Fuck that guy. I'll say him by his real name.
Good dude.
Save the chest. Fuck that guy.
But anyway, but I'm just
yeah.
saying they had things to tie them together that I think was also cool.
Yeah.
Instead of going with the 5 strange kids and we're just gonna build them up, which in itself is a cliche. That's all I'm saying.
So I liked the movie at one point, and then I think each time I have watched it, I've disliked it more and more. My big thing, well, this is 100% like they try to build it as the Breakfast Club's meet more Power Rangers. The way they acted in detention and shit like that was straight out Breakfast Club. The father beating his son, like having issues with his son, and the son kind of overliked, and then getting detention. Then the rest of them getting detention. They all kind of like make a group and fin detention, and those are the group they line up being friends with, shit like that. That reminds me of Breakfast Club. Then from that they go into, I really didn't like the Rangers, like how they got the powers, things like that. Funny fact, if you want to get really technical, Zordon was not on Earth when Rita escaped. He transferred to Earth when Rita escaped, and then he made that fucking command center in the fucking middle of the desert to handle Rita. If the fact that she never escaped, he would not have been on Earth.
There you go.
But I didn't mind the dynamic of the Green Ranger being the evil one and her being the Ranger. I would have took it more if she was doing like a Green Lantern thing and trying to get all the fucking rings and taking all the power in one thing, which I think she was trying to do, but they didn't let her. They let 5 other powers go disappear, and we don't know how many other Rangers that were there. But she kind of had that Green Lantern like parallax vibe, as in she was like absorbing power from things, and she was absorbing the gold to get herself more powerful and things like that.
Well, they explained the goal. The goal was Goldar.
Yeah. And then just absorbing the power and shit like that, and how she got her power back and everything. I did like her as the character Rita. I just thought she was the more entertaining part of the movie. But for the most part, for the Rangers themselves, I didn't mind the backstories of them having the diverse backstory, things like that. I didn't mind them not being directly from what the TV showed and things like that. But I would have liked some of the stuff that keeps them together to be there, like Billy. Trini is the only one that knew how to talk to Billy because she understood him and everyone else really didn't. Or I wanted hip hop keto. We didn't get hip hop keto. That's bullshit. But they didn't really. But then again, they barely fucking fought as it is, and when they did fight, it was very fast and very pointless. And the suits were ugly. The Megazord was ugly. The fucking Zordon was a grumpy ass bastard. Bill Hader, I don't know what the fuck he was. The only thing I really enjoyed in this movie was Rita, and then even that, like, I kind of started getting annoyed of it too. I was not happy with it. I was really not. Like, again, I liked it at first, and I thought I saw a lot of the things, and then each time I watched it, I just disliked it more and more. So it got a lot worse rating than the first time we reviewed it on the Morphicast. Shout that out. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with a 2 with this movie.
I thought it was as a movie as a whole. I thought it wasn't terrible. It was just, it made me question why they made some of the decisions to go certain ways with some of the characters more.
Yeah.
Because again, this one was focused on like the characters themselves. Like you got a lot of screen time with the kids out of the suits or their faces and stuff. So that's kind of what you are most exposed to. And I was just like, well, I don't think this was a better direction to go into, and it just made me not as interested.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. So
it's just because I'll give it 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah, I'll give it 2.5.
I think my score goes lower just the fact that this is not the first time I watched it. I probably rewatched it the first time it came out, and I think we watched it on the Morphin. No, I watched it twice on the Morphin Cast. And the first time I had my issues with it, but I enjoyed it more. The second time I started really going more into it, and I was disliking it more and more. This one I knew the movie. I went into it, tried to give like the analysis of what they were trying to do, and just like the whole thing with the ranger suits and shit, like really bothered me. I did not like it, so that's why I went lower in this one, because I did watch it 3 times. But you said 2.5. Your 2.5s consist. It's a 2.5 or 2.5, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Your 2.5s consist of Ninja Turtles, RoboCop, Sin City, Damn to Kill, X-Men 3, Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer, Spider-Man 3, X-Men Apocalypse, Daredevil.
I feel like you should always say Michael Bay's Ninja Turtles before you say that, because it's like, why is Ninja Turtles at 2.5?
Yeah. There you go. So, Power Rangers.
You can put it. What was the second movie after Turtles?
Underdog. No, Underdog is your 2.25. The RoboCop is right after Turtles.
RoboCop, which one? The second.
2014.
Yeah, if you can put it after that.
Okay. Our next movie on our list is our first animated movie throughout this list, Lego Batman.
I have not seen it.
It's I remember watching it for the first time. I really enjoyed it, and I liked a lot of the Easter eggs it has.
Okay. All I know is the first movie I saw, the first Lego movie I saw, was good. So
Yes, and it's same person that talked Batman talks in the Lego Batman movie.
so I have high hopes. We'll
Yes.
see.
So 2017 is looking like. All right, so we got Lego Batman, we got Logan, we got Guardians of the Galaxy 2, we got Wonder Woman, we got Spider-Man: Homecoming, Valerian, Kingsman, Atomic Blonde, and Thor: Ragnarok. Justice League, all wrap up 2017. A lot of good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, wrap this up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere, RedCycloneInc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and we got a WordPress. Check it out.
Yep.
Where you at, Mike?
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, and TikTok. All Mark to Mike. And check out the cast. We did record for the Morphin Cast and Not a Trekkie, so stay tuned for those coming down soon. We did the Sentai version of Samurai, which was quite good, especially towards the ending. And we did the last season of Clone Wars, which I think we are starting Bad Batch next month. So stay tuned for those. So we have Not a Trekkie, the Morphin Cast, the Gamer Rage, and the Oz Shell Shock podcast. So stay tuned for those as well. And peace out. Later. And always remember, follow the Jinkies.